Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. Having a look at the summer season on Series 28 on Forza Horizon 4. And I'm having a look at the Muscle Beach Championship. Why not? I'm here at the start, Muscle Beach, C-Class. This gets you the Hoonigan Nova for the completion. It consists of North Coast Rush, Coastal Charge and Reservoir Run. Street Scene. I want to be running this on highly skilled because that's what you need to do to get the championship completed and get the car and get all the goodies really. So you've got the spiel from Kira. I've got my eligible cars up here. Quite a few to choose from, but I've gone for the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am GTA because firstly it's cool, secondly it's an icon, and thirdly this is fast. You can really do pretty well on this. I've put the tune up on screen so you can see what tune I've used, so go grab that and make a start into the event. Street Scene. Let's go. Pulling away, C-Class. So not the hypercar sort of speed, but slowly and surely making my way towards the front. There you go, third place, second place. There's only cold winter at the front there to catch up with, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm not overly a fan of Street Scene, mostly because it's so bloody overpowered. The cars seem to be fully max tuned, glued to the road, and they're just ridiculously engineered in comparison to, say, dirt racing or road racing or even cross-country racing. And Smack the Mini, never mind. But I'm catching up, going a little bit too wide there, so onto the grass. Come on, come on, I'm not going to hit rewind. I'm just going to keep going on this because I do think that I can actually catch up with this guy. It's just a case of keeping going and not making too many mistakes. But when you've got the sort of lower class racing championships, you do take a bit longer to get into first place because on the higher one you can usually tune your acceleration up to ridiculous levels and just floor it. But 40%, I have got past them. Completely went off into the hedge, but I managed to recover it. So 42%. Moving along quite nicely, just a case of maintaining this now, making sure that I'm braking appropriately and not going too wide, although that wasn't really perfect. It's not something which has disadvantaged me for making that mistake. So here we go, let's go 50%. Go, go, go. This is actually a nice car, the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am GTA. It's a really iconic car. This is like the iconic American muscle car. And I know you're going to have like Chevy people shouting at me and things like this, but this is something which is instantly recognisable. It's an auto show car and it's pretty cheap, which sort of fulfills one of my requirements in this game for affordable cars, because I know I've recommended 10 million credit cards and stuff for Forza championships, but I've explained them in the appropriate videos. But I always tend to go for sort of like the cheap ones or the affordable ones which can be made into competitive races, because you get to a point, I'm 2 years into this game now, I'm a Prestige 530 something or another. I've got about 900,000 credits at the time of recording this, and yeah, it's easy to forget that sort of like 1 million, 2 million, 10 million is a fortune to the vast majority of players in this game, because the more you play it, the more money you get, because it's very easy to unlock credits and wheel spins and all this stuff in this, but you just need to put the hours in. And that's what I've done. There's people starting to play the game new or don't get on this as much as I have, don't have the luxury of playing it as much as I do, don't have that luxury of having 10 million credit cards, so I always try and go for the cheapy ones. But that's first place, I've done that, so that's 20 points off that. So skip through all the influence, and everything, and we'll have a look at the map and see what's next on the itinerary. So pull up the map. I've got this one down here, Coastal Charge. Fantastic. This is one of my, I wouldn't say favourites, but if I have to do any street scene events, I always tend to go for Coastal Charge because it's one I just find the easiest. It's less sort of, I don't know, I just find it easier. And that's why I do use it a lot on these street scene random challenges. But going into it, Pontiac GTA, and let's see how I get on with this one in this car. Onto the start line, let's go. Again, pulling away, breaking the sound barrier in absolutely no way whatsoever in doing so, but moving up the line in a pretty respectable manner. Thank you very much. There you go. Whoever's in 5th place, giving me that little nudge round the corner, kept me on my line. Excellent. Little battle there for 3rd place, but I win. Coming down, getting a bit of acceleration going, because there is a point on here where people do hard brake and you don't really need to. You just have to take your foot off and you just cruise round, but you do have to get it right. And this is where I'm looking to sort of overtake people. I'm having to slow it down there, going far too wide, but better cross country. 3rd place still. I'll catch up with you guys. I'm not stressing on this one. There you go. You've just hit a car, idiot. But it means I've also hit you, which makes me an idiot as well. At least I've managed to get into 2nd place, and it's just a case now of catching up with this person in 1st. But accelerate, accelerate. Come on, come on, come on. There's this piece up here which I'm talking about. It's just when you do the right turn, they will brake there, and I don't. I just keep going. And that's where I find it quite useful to overtake people, because if you're going on your assists and everything, it will apply the brake there. As you can see, it did turn yellow to red, and the drive tires will brake, when in reality you don't really need to. So that's a good place to overtake, and I'm in 1st place, so no worries. Miss the bridge, yes, missing the bridge. I bloody hate bridges. There's 2 things in this game I'm magnetised to: trees and bridges. I don't know why, I just am. But I did actually quite well when I did that tree dodging custom blueprint that the guys at Playground Games put together. But coming up towards the finish line, and this will give me an additional 20 points for a 1st place finish. Avoid that car. Through the line. Fantastic. 1st place. And there you go. Pontiac Trans Am. Yeah. Right, 2nd place. Job's a good one. So skip through all of this, and we can get into the 3rd and the final event in this championship. So let's pull the map up and let's see where it is, because I cannot remember at this point. It's over here, and it's Reservoir Run. This is the 3rd and the final event for this championship. And this gets me the Hoonigan Nova, which is quite a hard to find car. And Reservoir Run. Continue event. Come on, come on. Pick the Trans Am. And into the loading screen with all the chicken dances and everything. All the dancing in this game. Anyone think it's TikTok? I bloody hate TikTok. But you know what? I say that, and I bet you look down, it's probably a TikTok advert at the bottom of this video. But hey. Onto the start line, let's go. Pulling away. Let's have a repeat of the other 2 events. Nice, easy wins, get to the front, and just walk it. Here you go, Bandyson, 6%, and I'm in 1st place. Avoid this drive-tar car, or non-drive-tar car as it were, and keep going. So no, it's not a bad season this. The summer's pretty fun. The championship are pretty straightforward. They are pretty easy. You're not sneaking past me really, you little bugger. Although it has made me go a little bit wide. But come on, come on. I'm not letting you by. Not a chance in the world, matey. But this is actually a good season. The championships are good fun. The PR stunts are okay. I mean, outcrop crests pretty easy to complete. Same with Queen's Drive. The Horizon Drag Strip, which I really do wish they'd put later on in the series, gives people opportunity to get that Ferrari, because that's about the only car I can find which can actually complete that. I get close in me Diablo, and probably with a bit of practice and just alternating which drag lanes I actually start off in, so I think some have got bumps in and others haven't at the start, might get me through the 195. But it's one of those where if you want to do it easily, you're going to have that Ferrari Evo, which, you know, is you might as well find a unicorn in the game for all you can find Mo's at the moment. But it's actually quite a good summer season. The games are pretty fun. I haven't had a look at the trial yet. I've got the BMW i8 queued up for that one, which is always quite a fun car to drive, win or lose, you know. And yeah, it's actually not too bad. You get the Horizon Pass later on, have a look at those backstage cars and see what you want, if anything. I'm assuming you can stack them, because I'm not really going to be buying anything out of those Horizon Passes at the moment, unless of course you start putting some juicy PO cars in there, because that's all I'm really missing at the moment. Stick with McLaren PO, well, I've got the Porsche now actually, but stick with McLaren PO in, stick anything sort of new in, and I'll probably grab it. But I'm not going to start picking up cars which I don't really need, so I'll probably just build them up same way I built up the wheel spins. But first place, that's quite a nice landscape up there actually, with a purple sky over across the sea. That's actually really nice. And through the line, first place, job's a good one, another 20 points. That's 60 points in total, making a clean sweep across the entire championship. Cannot do it any better. And that is completed. Excellent. So third place against average, second place against above, and first place against highly skilled. All complete. Ding, ding, ding. This gets me the Hoonigan Nova, which again is a pretty overpowered car. I've got some ancillary credits for the lower tiers, and that's that. That's that championship out of the way pretty much in real time. I've got some more stuff online. I've got some more stuff coming up as well, so check that out, guys. I mean, if you're into Forza, into Horizon, I've got more championships, I've got some guides, I've got some new player content as well coming up, and until next time, thanks for watching, take it easy and happy driving.